Hey everybody, so I was just at my storage unit taking some stuff up, and the stuff I was putting in here kind of reminded me of the first time that I ever rented a storage unit, and um, it was pretty much the birth of my daughter here. So I've got some boppy pillow and some different things here, the baby gate. If you look in our storage unit right now and just see kind of the stuff in there, all those Pampers boxes, I think that kind of says it all, right? So yeah, I mean the first time we ever rented the units when we had a kid. And so I think that's just sort of drives home the point of really the topic of this video is why do people rent storage? And the fact is that storage is still very economical for people that are actually going through these different aspects of transition in their life. Ironically, I actually owned somewhere around 16,000 square foot of storage before I ever even had a unit. So, and I didn't rent places. What I did not do is I did not have units at my own facility that I was taking up because, those are money makers, right? That's not for me to fill up and just put whatever. I visited a place one time where a guy had like 25, it was like 25 units that he was using personally at the place. I'm like, dude, you're getting high on your own supply, man. Sorry, he's like, these are our money makers here, and I don't need to just fill them up. So no, but I do rent a storage unit, believe it or not. Self-storage guy, got a unit right here. It's very economical. So lots of folks out there, either they have a child, new life coming in, and unfortunately old life going out. Somebody dies, and maybe the estate has not been closed, or the folks are just not ready to give up on some of the maybe grandpa or grandma or mom or dad's stuff, and so they put it in storage. There's two houses coming together, people getting married, don't have enough room to put those things in one house, so they use storage. Unfortunately, the flip side of that is that when you have a marriage dissolving and two people going their separate ways, possibly downsizing their living space, and they don't have any room, and so they have to store it. And so just all kinds of different reasons that people use it. It's still very economical. It's still better. I'd rather pay $100 a month or whatever to get a little more space than have to go out and buy a new home. How much does it cost to get an additional bedroom on your house? So this is still a very, very great option for people, and I think it's good that we don't ever forget why people actually do come in our doors, and that ultimately we're trying to provide a service to them, and what possibly may be a really rough patch that they're going through. So I was just taking this stuff in, and I started seeing all this baby stuff here, and it just kind of reminded me of the reason that I first rented a unit, and thought it'd be just a good thing for us to keep in mind as people come in our door, and just to make sure that we're giving them good service and feeling for them and what they're going through, and trying to be as much of a help as we can. So anyway, let me get this stuff loaded up with all the other Pampers and things we have in here. Hopefully we're not gonna have to upgrade soon. But anyway, this has been the Self Storage Guys. You guys have a good night.